Hi, Jennifer with Mindful Movement, Mindful Living, and today we are getting ready to do lots of squats. How's that? It might sound a little daunting, but it's not. We will get through it. It's very doable. We can always adjust our range of motion for whatever feels good for us today. It doesn't have to be a very low or deep squat that we're doing if that isn't feeling appropriate for us right now. So I love squats because they're just a great functional movement to strengthen the posterior chain, the glutes and hamstrings and muscles that help us with walking, with running, with going up and down stairs, all really practical things that we need to do in our day. So I love exercises that move lots of parts and that help us move in a balanced way. And these exercises will get that. So we'll certainly be getting the lower body with squats, but we'll also be doing some balance work and some shoulder girdle as well. So we'll really get the whole the whole body in on the game. So again, we won't need a lot of time, we won't need any special equipment, and we won't need a lot of space either. So this is a great movement break to do at home, if you're on the go, if you only have a little bit of time, or if you're not sure what to do, you can put this one on. It doesn't take a lot of forethought. You don't have to think about getting anything set up for it. You just can put it on and go. So let's go. So we're going to get started today with lots of squats. And that might sound a little daunting, but don't worry, it's doable. We're going to begin with just a few alignment tips to get us started, and then we will get moving. The first one is just the neutral stance as far as how far apart our feet are. So we're going to have our feet about hip distance apart. And what that means for today is that from your hip bones, your ASIS right in the front, you could just about drop a line down to the middle of each ankle. So we're not standing with a really wide stance or a narrow stance, but just that neutral stance in the middle. And we'll just keep the toes nice and relaxed here. You could have shoes on or you could be barefoot like me. Either way is fine. And the second thing just to think about for today is that we're going to keep, when we're doing our lots of squats, we're going to keep a vertical shin. So that just means that when we send the hips back, the knees stay over the ankles as opposed to the knees coming forward like that. So that's it, we're ready to get started. So from here, we're gonna start, I'm gonna show from the side actually. We're going to start from here just with some small squats and just sort of see what range of motion feels good as we're getting moving. So we'll just send the hips back a little bit and then come up. See if as you send the hips back, you can still stay pretty light on those toes. That's a nice way to keep too much weight from the front of the leg or the knees. And then really think about these muscles in the back, this posterior chain, pushing you up as you come up. So the work, you want to feel the work back here in that posterior chain, which is so nice, of course, for strengthening glutes and hamstrings. And a great effect of that is that it really helps with our gait pattern when we're walking or running, going up and down stairs, that sort of thing. So it comes in handy for sure. So we'll just keep this going, and if it feels okay, maybe going a little bit lower or maybe not. So listen to your body, see how you feel. Let's do 2 more here, just basic squats and coming up, good. So now we'll take it, I'm gonna face forward now. We're gonna add a little shoulder girdle into our squats now. So we'll start with our palms face in, this little dimple in the front of the elbow pointing forward, and we'll come back into our squat. As you come up, we'll reach the arms overhead, and then as you come down, we're gonna circle around, sort of like a snow angel. So coming up and around. So we're adding just some nice mobility and stability for the shoulder girdle in addition to the lower body. And then also I'd like to think about the core as well, and just thinking about keeping the rib cage as we come up to stand, stacking right over the pelvis, as opposed to letting the ribs come forward like this. So really keeping, I'll show from the side. So we're not doing that as we come up, but just keeping the ribs right on top of the pelvis. So we're keeping that nice alignment. Trying to stay nice and light in those toes. And then we'll hold up, and we're just gonna scissor those arms. Same thing, keeping the ribs over the pelvis. And then maybe come to a little kickstand, or maybe pick that foot up. 3, 4, nice little balance test here. Good, and then back to center. And then we'll come back to those squats again. So we'll take it down, just basic squat to start. And then let's add those arms. So kind of like a snow angel, up and around. So feel your shoulder blades gliding on the back of your ribs as you move the arms. So we're getting a whole bunch of parts moving at one time. It's nice and efficient. So it won't take a lot of time, but we will move a lot of parts. Good. 2 more like this, and then we'll come back to that standing balance. So coming up. So let's just scissor the arms a few times here. And then again, maybe just come to the, like a little kickstand. That'll test your balance, even just doing that. And then maybe pick the foot up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then coming back. Good. So now we're going to go back again into our squats. We're going to come back and up. And now we're just going to reach the arms. I'm going to show from this side. We're going to bring the arms forward and then back. Forward. Same thing. The ribs just go over the pelvis, and then maybe take it to a balance at the top. So arms go forward and back. Forward and back. And as you come into that balance, try not to let the ankles roll out. So keep some weight to the base of the big toes. And up. Good. Down and up. So now we're hitting our core again because we're working balance, which is really nice. So we're working from our feet all the way up to the upper body. So lower body, core, and shoulder girdle all at the same time. Good multitasker. And then we're gonna hold up, and I want you to press those arms back, back, back. So keeping that balance if you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice, and then relaxing down. Great. So before we finish, after all those lots of squats, we're going to do a little hip stretch. I'm going to do this standing, which is a balance challenge. So you can certainly hold on to something, or you can even do this seated as well, if that feels better for you. We're just going to take from here a standing pigeon stretch, or a figure 4. So we'll just take the right leg, we're going to flex that ankle, cross it over the left thigh, and we're just going to come back here. And if you want to sit right down in a chair while you're doing this, or hold on to something, again, that's a nice option too. And coming up, and then we'll do the other side, just taking that ankle over, and then just coming back. Kind of like you're sitting back in a chair. It's sort of like another squat, actually. It's a stretching squat now, though. We're fitting one more into our lots of squats. It goes with the theme. And coming up. So we did it. We didn't need a lot of time or any equipment or a lot of space, but we got it done. We worked the lower body, the core and balance, and the shoulder girdle. We did it. So thank you so much for joining me on this movement break. If movement breaks or moving more at home are something that is helpful for you, that you like to do, please give this video a thumbs up. That is really helpful feedback for me, and it also helps others who are interested in moving more at home or just in general to find this video. So that's really helpful. So please, I really appreciate that. And also hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and that will ensure that you never miss a video, because I do post weekly videos on mindful movement and mindful living. So hopefully I will see you again on this channel soon. Have a wonderful day.